Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com, as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate, ringsidenews.com. We have WWE Battleground this coming Sunday, live on the WWE Network. NoDQ.com has got you covered with the latest news, rumors, and of course, live results coverage. So stay tuned to NoDQ.com for all that. Got your questions here from spring.me/AaronRift. Got a lot of questions about the big angle on Raw with the NXT Divas invading and taking out the WWE Divas. I thought that the segment was tremendous. I thought it was really well done. You had a really hot angle to introduce these new NXT Divas to the main roster, and I thought that it made them come off as stars instantly. It gave them immediate credibility. Hats off to WWE for this segment. Really hot. But my concern is WWE has a tendency of doing big angles that start off hot and then they quickly fizzle out. And my fear is that in 6 months, the NXT Divas are just going to be random divas on the WWE roster with no real direction, and the Divas matches will still be the bathroom break matches, and nothing is really going to change. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping that this is the start of bigger and better things to come for the NXT Divas now that they're on the Raw roster, and WWE really takes advantage of this, and the angle stays hot, and the storylines stay hot. That's what I'm hoping for. And I got this question here from WrestlingDude95. Yo, Aaron, with Stephanie revealing the new Diva talent from NXT to the main roster, who is more likely to achieve becoming the new Divas champion? I would say you either go with Sasha Banks or Charlotte. Now, based off of this week's Raw, it came off to me like Charlotte was getting the best reaction from the fans. Now, maybe it was just because Raw was in Atlanta, it was Ric Flair country, but I think if Sasha Banks is going to stay NXT champion, who knows how long she'll be champion with this whole storyline, but if she's going to be champion, unless you're going to do a unification match, which I don't see happening, then I think it would be better for Sasha to lose the NXT title first and then go on to challenge for the Divas title. Charlotte doesn't have the title now, so she is ready to step right in, and I think you would go with Charlotte. I think Charlotte would be your top pick right now, and let Sasha Banks lose the NXT title and then build her up for Charlotte and do Charlotte versus can't even pronounce this. I mean, what am I, Seth Rollins here, not able to talk? Sasha Banks. Her and Charlotte, you can eventually do a feud between the two of them for the Divas title. Have Charlotte be the one to end Nikki Bella's reign of terror as Divas champion. And this one comes from Leon York 1. Why do you think Sasha Banks didn't come to the main roster with her championship? I've seen a couple of people take note of that she did not come out with the title. I don't really feel it was necessary for this type of segment. It was this crazy brawl. Yeah, maybe it did make the NXT Divas title look a little devalued with her not coming out with the belt, but to me it's not really that big of a deal. I didn't really think about it all that much. The segment was really strong with the three of them doing these simultaneous finishers, the submission holds on the WWE Divas. I mean, that's what I remember from that segment. That's what people are going to remember, not the fact that Sasha came out without the NXT title. But next time she appears, perhaps she should come out with the belt. All right, this one comes from MUFC Marn 39. Hey Aaron, first-time asker and long-time viewer. What direction do you see WWE going into SummerSlam with the Divas? And do you also see the possibility of Sasha Banks' credibility being tarnished if she's put in there with Naomi and Tamina? Well, not only is she already in there with Naomi and Tamina, but they are officially a group now, I guess, based off of the Twitter posts. They are going to be known as BAD, BAD. That is their group name. So I guess that rules out the idea, at least for now, of doing the 4 horsewomen. But maybe we'll see Charlotte recruit more divas. Maybe she'll recruit Bayley and a few more of the other divas, and you'll have a faction war with the divas. That's certainly a possibility. As far as going into SummerSlam, I mean, the word right now is that it's going to be a 6-person tag team match, but that could very well change. Who knows if WWE is going to go all the way with Nikki Bella breaking AJ Lee's record. If that's the case, if WWE is hell-bent on doing that, then we'll probably see some sort of tag team match at SummerSlam. And then once the record's broken, Charlotte or somebody will step in and beat Nikki Bella. But I definitely feel it needs to be one of the NXT Divas that beats Nikki Bella to become champion. All right, got this question here. Do you see WWE ever bringing back unique sets for pay-per-views? The sets used to give the shows their own personality, such as the banners for Night of Champions or the green S for SummerSlam. I have discussed this in the past. I love the old custom sets, the ones that were built specifically for a pay-per-view, like Bash at the Beach had the whole beach set, and WWE did those kind of sets as well. Like for Over the Edge in '98, they had all the cars, and they would have the TLC pay-per-view with all the ladders. But lately, it's been a situation where WWE is just content on using their HD set for all the shows, and to me, it gets boring. That's why I liked that Beast in the East special, because it was a different vibe, and they had it was a very simple entrance, but at least it was something different. I get tired of the same HD set week after week after week, but it's a cost-cutting measure by WWE as well. It's cheaper for them to just use the same set for each show and just use their effects with the HD screens. So it is what it is. It's a different era now, but I definitely miss those old school sets that WWE and WCW used to do back in the 90s. All right, this one comes from Kayfabe Candy S. Aaron, I know it's not unusually negative, or not usually negative, but how retarded is it that that's how WWE brought back Cody Rhodes? That dead-ass crowd wanted to cheer Cody, not boo Stardust. Ugh, screw this gimmick. Well, I totally agree with you, Mr. Candy Ass, but keep in mind, we're in a PG world. Do not use the word retarded. That is not politically correct. Anyways, regarding your question about Cody Rhodes, like I said, I agree with you. I don't understand why they brought him back as Stardust, and it's like he's the same exact character. And to me, it's a missed opportunity. You could have brought back Cody Rhodes and had him be himself, and this would have been the perfect opportunity to get rid of that Stardust character. I feel it ran its course, and Cody should just be Cody, and he could capitalize now as a babyface, and people are sympathetic towards him. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know if they're still doing that match with Stardust and the Arrow. If that's the reason why he's staying as Stardust, then I think it's really lame. I don't really feel there's any good reason to keep him as Stardust at this point. But they brought him back as Stardust, so it is what it is. All right, this one comes from Dame EMAD88. Hey, Aaron from England. Why is WWE making a joke out of the King of the Ring? What's the point in bringing it back just to get R-Truth over? Keep up the good work. I really feel that the only point WWE had for bringing back King of the Ring was to have another special on the network. Literally, that was the only reason why they brought it back. Hey, let's bring back King of the Ring and throw it on the network so we have something for people to watch and possibly subscribe for future months. I don't really see why WWE couldn't have protected the King of the Ring winner. How hard would have it been to have Wade Barrett win and give him a push? Or, better yet, if you don't want to push Wade Barrett, have somebody that you do want to push win King of the Ring. How's that for a concept? But no, WWE has Wade Barrett win, and he's in this goofy feud with R-Truth, back and forth, and R-Truth beat him again on Raw, and they're having yet another match at Battleground on the pre-show for the crown, or I don't even know what the hell they're doing, but it's so stupid. All right, this one comes from CPW1978. Brock Lesnar sure seemed to enjoy the crowd reaction on Raw. How long do you think his face turn will last? How might such play out if he battles a face in Rock or Orton at WrestleMania 32? I definitely see him being a face for the time being. He had a very strong, solid run as a heel, and fans are into him now as a babyface. The Suplex City merchandise is selling like crazy. Brock is Brock. Everyone loves the guy. He's an ass kicker. As far as WrestleMania 32 goes, if he ends up facing a babyface character, you can always turn somebody. I don't know if they would turn The Rock, although it could work out that way. You could turn Randy Orton very easily. Like I said, WrestleMania 32 is several months away, and Randy Orton, he could definitely go heel by then. He turned babyface just prior to WrestleMania, and it would be a mistake to turn Orton heel again if Brock was facing Orton at SummerSlam, but that's not happening. WrestleMania 32, still a ways to go, and by then you could just turn Orton or turn Rock. I think you're best off keeping Lesnar as a face for the foreseeable future. Definitely through WrestleMania 32, because he is just on fire. Only way I turn him heel again is in the unlikely event that he wrestled Steve Austin. In that case, you would turn Lesnar heel, but otherwise, I would definitely keep him a face. All right, last question here from the Aza. Do you think Ken Shamrock should be in the WWE Hall of Fame? If people think that Owen Hart should be in the Hall of Fame, why not Ken Shamrock? I absolutely feel that Ken Shamrock should be in the Hall of Fame. Ken Shamrock, even though his run in WWE was fairly short, he made a huge impact in the company. He changed WWE in a way, because before Ken Shamrock came in, you had people doing submission holds, but there wasn't much of an emphasis on submission wrestling. And when guys gave up, they just said, I've had enough, and they verbally said it. But when Shamrock came in, he brought in the MMA style of submission wrestling into WWE, and he started tapping people out. And ever since Ken Shamrock came in, all submissions end with people tapping out now. That's how it goes in WWE. That's how it changed. Shamrock did change WWE. No question about it. And because of that, I feel he should go into the Hall of Fame, and I feel he gets overlooked by WWE. You know, once he left the company, they basically ignored his existence. He never gets mentioned, and I feel it's a shame. I feel Ken Shamrock did make a difference in the world of WWE and changed the industry, because TNA, everyone does tap outs. You know, everywhere in the professional wrestling industry, they're doing tap outs now, and there's more emphasis on submission wrestling than there was before Shamrock came into WWE. So he absolutely made a difference. All right, that'll wrap it up for this edition of No DQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Subscribe, youtube.com/NoDQ&CAW, and I will see you guys next time for more No DQ&A video.